My mic was muted. Hello, everyone. So yeah, things are a little bit different. Pretty much, there's a lot of, so obviously we're on a different platform today. We're giving YouTube a try. And I know that a lot of people, and the reason I genuinely want to give YouTube a try is I know there's a lot of little things here and there that people prefer Twitch for over YouTube. And it's difficult to tell if some of that is because that's what you're used to, that's what you've gotten used to, so you're going to prefer the same thing, or if it's a genuine thing, or even how big or small the issue is. So, given all of that, there are major differences between the two platforms, and the capabilities of the two platforms, and discoverability on the two platforms, and all kinds of stuff. And Twitch has been kind of repeatedly shooting itself in the foot over a lot of those things. One of which is the adpocalypse, as you can call it. YouTube is fighting so unbelievably hard to get ads put on their streams and to stop them from being blocked and everything, that it's not just that, like, oh, you have to sit through an ad. It's the ads are beginning to break. You'll get people that tune into the stream and have to watch an ad. And then after the ad, the stream doesn't load because it was interrupted for an ad. So they have to refresh the page. The page refreshes, they have to watch another ad because they're just showing up to the stream again. I've heard a lot of stuff like on Twitch Mobile. Twitch Mobile just like craps itself. It just doesn't even try. So that's some of it. Discoverability is another big issue. One of the big things is discoverability on Twitch is virtually non-existent. Discoverability on YouTube isn't a ton better, but it's a little better. There's a lot of things, and right now YouTube does seem to be doing its best to try to improve its user experience and add something for people. Twitch, on the other hand, is trying its best to shoot itself in the foot. So it looks a lot like Twitch is crap in the bed, and YouTube is trying to pick up the slack. This does not mean we're going to be moving to YouTube, and just everything is going to be on YouTube, but I figured I'd check it out. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how the stream goes. Especially since YouTube is where my primary viewer base is. Hello, everyone. I upload videos to this very website. Given that, I feel like it's a lot easier to potentially get people to show up here instead of showing up to Twitch. Because the Twitch streams, unless you're on Twitch and know about the stream already, if you just show up and watch videos, you're not really gonna know. There are VODs that get uploaded, but, like, who really watches VODs? Nobody watches VODs. Or, like, if you follow me on Twitter. But again, it's the same issue. Like, getting people from one website to another website is difficult. Even when you're going, and even harder when you're trying to take people from one website to another website to another website, like, good luck. So, I feel like it'll be easier to get people to show up here. So hey, how's everybody doing? I don't know a lot about YouTube, or how things are going. I don't know how user interaction goes, I don't know how, tips or super chats or subs or memberships. I don't know nothing. So we're just going to kind of scope it out and see what goes. And that's why we're here. So, couple updates before we get started. Let's see here. What's new news-wise? I'll try to keep it reasonably brief. Video-wise, everything is going pretty normal. Not really anything new. Video-wise, we're just turning through. Stream-wise, so last night, Vivian completed Doom: The Golden Souls. Like, some people watch VODs. I watch some VODs here and there. But, like, I can look at the friggin' view counts and metrics and everything, and how many people show up to one thing or another, and, like, nobody watches VODs. Hardly. Not a lot of people watch VODs. But yeah, Vivian completed Doom: The Golden Souls last night. That was pretty cool. Kept me up until 1 a.m. and then I had to get up at 5 a.m. to go to work. Yeah! So that means next week we're going to be looking at another... Yeah, Golden Souls is reasonably short. It was just like maybe a dozen stages or so. Relatively short. We did go a little bit long in order to finish it, but now there is a Golden Souls 2, and that one is heckin' long. Heckin' long. I don't even know how many stages there are. 60? 70? Ton. There's like 8 worlds, 5 or so per world. Like, what's that, 40 actually? There's a ton. It's like easily 2 to 3 times as big as Golden Souls. Yeah, not looking at Golden Souls 2 next week. I don't know what we're going to look at next week. We have options, though. What do we have? I wanted to look at, what was it called? What was it called? Oh, Shrine is a neat one. Okay, so Shrine is one to look at. Lycanthorn is a neat one to look at. Also, Hexen. Kind of wanted to look at Hexen. So many people don't like Hexen, but, like, I'll give Hexen a look. Anyway, that's it for that. UTG stream, we are slowly making progress through I Wanna Be the God. Last stream was a little painful, but the upside is I got to cheat more. And I say upside because I don't necessarily enjoy, like, the act of cheating. Just like, oh, you have a menu and I can just toggle something on. Oh, look at me playing through with a cheat on. I don't necessarily care about that, but, like, I love figuring it out. Having to heck around in memory and find values and move stuff around. It's... I don't know. There's something, like... There's something about it that just makes me smile, a big, dumb, goofy smile, when you get, like, a level of control. Because when you play a game, you're playing the game within the game's rules. Always. And no matter how much you think you're like, oh, I'm breaking the rules, I'm doing something unintended, I'm going things how I'm not supposed to do them. No matter what you do, you are still always playing by the game's rules. And, like, when you can really get in there and start hecking with values and doing weird stuff like manipulating your X and Y coordinate, you're not playing by the game's rules anymore. And there's something so enriching about breaking that boundary. About, like, taking control away from the game. So anyway, I haven't done a lot of work this last week. I haven't done a lot of work on Vivian or on anything, really. Vivian, Clicker Game, anything. Mostly I just spent the last week hacking video games for fun. So that's what I've been doing last week. But yeah, that's it for that. Not much news otherwise. Still haven't done much in the way of artwork for Clicker Game. Now that I've got most of my other stuff out of the way, I'm ready to begin working on something new, though. Like most of my other smaller, like, get this done projects out of the way, I'm ready to start working on something new. Which means this weekend, I'm probably going to be looking at either starting to do art for the Clicker Game, or working on something related to Vivian's 3D model. Both of which would be an undertaking. And I feel like I should get around to doing that art sometime, instead of just doing nothing but working on Vivian. So yeah, that's the plan for the weekend. Not a lot else going on. Hey everybody though, how you doing? Yes, streaming on YouTube. We're gonna check it out. I mentioned earlier, but right now Twitch is kind of garbage fire, so I'm just kind of weighing our options. This doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be moving to YouTube. Yeah, this doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be moving to YouTube, but we're weighing our options. There were a couple questions in the chat. Let's see here. Is Moonhawk Studio still doing their podcast, or did I stop working with them? I don't remember. Moonhawk Studio is still doing the podcast, but I am no longer a part of it. I think I was a guest on it back in October? Around the time I released Tofu Topple. Yeah, and then there's Welgaia. I haven't touched Welgaia in a really long time. I told myself, since I finished Tofu Topple, I was going to work on Welgaia. That was my next thing. No interruptions, no hecking around. We finished Tofu Topple, back to work on Welgaia. And then I didn't. But I've learned that you need to get... When you have commitments, you do need to complete them. And that, for me, that's something like Welgaia. I do need to get back to and work on Welgaia. But if you have a very strong passion to do something or learn something, pursue it. And that's where the Clicker Game came in. As soon as I finished Tofu Topple, I absolutely wanted to work on this. I had an amazing idea that I really wanted to do. I had ideas on how I wanted to execute it, what I wanted the end product to be, and I knew it was going to be a relatively small project comparatively. So I said, I know I need to work on Welgaia, but I want to pursue this passion. And that's when I started working on the Clicker Game. The programming for the Clicker Game, the 1.0 version of an initial release, it's going to be updated over time, like just little bits and pieces. We'll get another update that increases the level cap or adds a new character or something. that stuff will happen, but just the initial 1.0 release is effectively done. I just need to draw some art. And I'm just really slow at art, and I took some time reinventing my art style, and yeah, a lot of stuff happened. But anyway, that was that. What was I saying? Right, so that's where that is. Because I'm noticing a couple faces here that I haven't seen in a while. How are y'all doing? Good to see y'all! Yeah, usually stream on Twitch, but we decided to test out YouTube today. So I guess I'm giving some updates on things that I haven't given updates on for a while, because like I feel like the Twitch crowd is kind of in on everything, but a lot of the new YouTube people have not been. But yeah, that's so Clicker Game is being worked on. Silly thing. So as soon as I finish that up, as soon as I finish the Clicker Game up though, I'm going to start on a Tofu Topple update, add a new game mode to it, and then I want to hold a Tofu Topple tournament. Once the update is done, I don't know if I'll have the capacity to start back on Welgaia during the tournament. After the tournament, I'm going to have more work on Tofu Topple to do. But either during the tournament or after the update that comes after the tournament, I'm getting back to work on Welgaia. And that's where we're going. There were some other questions higher up. Somebody else asked something. Let's see, somebody watching the VOD of Golden Souls. I honest to goodness, I want to watch Vivian's VODs. I don't get to hear a lot of her voice while she's streaming. So, like, I keep the stream open, but it's difficult to hear. So it's just enough that I know it's working. But I kind of want to go back and watch, because it's interesting how her personality comes across. Have I heard of a cartoon called Captain N the Game Master? I sure have, and that cartoon has not aged as well as I remember it being when I was a kid. Man, as a kid, you watch that and go, this is so cool. This is the greatest thing ever. Look at this. And then, like, you look back at it as an adult and you go, oh. Also, some comments on the stream layout. Yes, so I don't remember when I updated the stream layout to have the big, like, landscape mountain thing in the background, but it was a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, that Barry updated her stream layout, and she realized she has discovered what her aesthetic is. What she wanted to do to represent herself, and put that out there. And, like, she found it, and she's eating it up, all in. She redid all her stream layout, everything, and even as I was looking at it, going like, wow, you went, like, way into this. And she just said, yeah, now you know what, I actually want to go even further. Like, just so excited to have that aesthetic that is her, that she wanted to do. So she did that. But that got me thinking, like, what is my aesthetic? What is it that I would want to do to represent myself. And I had such a hard time. I always had a hard time figuring that out. And I was kind of trying to do something like that when I came up with the landscape. But it was... Is the music loud? I can turn the music down. Music loud? Music may be a little loud, yeah. Oh, yeah, music is a lot loud. Here, let me turn that down. Okay, that should be better. Sorry about that. So yeah, I was originally thinking like, hey, what if I want to come up with it feels weird having an aesthetic for me that Vivian also uses. And so Barry suggested to me a Y2K aesthetic. And I was like, okay, turn of the century, tech feel to it, I can maybe get behind that. And then I looked into what the Y2K aesthetic actually was and went, no, this isn't what I'm after at all. But that got me thinking about .hack. So I looked into that, and that's the aesthetic that I found it. I saw it and I went, this is it! God dang it! The tech feel to it, but also a simple, smooth aesthetic. Like, the simple shapes, maybe overlapping to darken or lighten shapes in the background. No complicated bars or barriers around anything, just the black squares. A line, the hexagons. Ooh, the hexagons are good. That's it. That's it. And it reflects that I am indeed a machine wearing human skin. But yeah, it's tech-based, but it's simple. I like it. And what's great is not only does it really work for me, but it also works for Vivian. So I love it. Anyway, that's what we've been doing here. Y2K. Y2K is actually an aesthetic and not just a bad video game. I'm trying to find some stuff. I mean, it is kind of that turn-of-the-century tech stuff, where we were getting used to, like, man, look at all this cool stuff we can do in 3D. And, like, at the time, that 3D was super impressive, and people were going way overboard with it. But, like, you look back at it now and you go... Like, yeah, Y2K is the name of an aesthetic, similar to, like, a vaporwave aesthetic. In fact, the Y2K aesthetic is kind of similar-ish to vaporwave. It's in the same ballpark. Not my kind of thing, though. But anyway, that's where we are. So I made a new stream layout. This is what we got. Since last time, I did go back and I put just a slight shadow behind text, so you can read text against this light back screen. or this light background behind it. I tampered with the shadows until I got something that I feel like worked. You can read it. Names are maybe a little bit weird, but you can read text, and that's good. And it also works on darker backgrounds, so all works out. As for the image itself, the background image with like the shapes going everywhere, I actually made that myself. I got an image of the wallpaper from .hack, and I traced over it in Illustrator and made some real nice vector art of that weird 3D shape that was in the default Ultimate background. .hack had a really weird gradient in the background, though. It was like light. It was like very light, very dark, very light, kind of dark, go to white up in the corner. It's like, it was weird. So since I had that high resolution vector art of that image, I put my own background behind it. So I just had this nice simple blue to light blue aesthetic going across the back. Looks so nice. So happy with it. Put the black bar with the menu on the left-hand side. The icons for the menu, I actually have no idea where those came from. Because I found them on, somebody had posted an icon pack on DeviantArt and said it was a .hack Ultimate OS icon pack. Like it was supposed to be the icons from .hack. But like you look at them and they're not. Like, I think maybe the games, news, and settings, maybe those three are. But, like, it's also not even the same graphic, because these are, black, or blocked out white shapes. Whereas in .hack, they were, like, real fancy-looking things. But on the DeviantArt page, the guy said that, like, he did not own these shapes. He took them from .hack, so I have no idea where these shapes came from. Oh, man! Good to see notifications still work. $5 in from Carrot. Thank you. Says, hello, Naka. Just a tip to help you keep going, and thank you for all you do. Thank you very much, Carrot. And I'm glad I went with these icons, though, because I wanted this, even though it's heavily .hack inspired. I didn't want it to just be like somebody shows up and goes, oh, you have the .hack background. Like, it's heavily .hack inspired, but it's not just the .hack background. So that's why I like between the gradient being different and the icons, none of the icons or very few of the icons are the same. I'm cool with it. I like it. So anyway, we've been going for quite a while now, but we're getting our feet wet, figuring stuff out. So with that said, though, we should get around to playing some OJ. Could they be from GU? No. Because GU had the Ring OS. Remember that big thing that spun around and you selected the right one from it? Did the Ono Melon not make a sound? I heard it. That should be the alert box, which makes noise. Okay, I can hear it, but the alert box isn't making noise. Why? Why? I don't know why. I think this is a problem I ran into before, but I have no idea what happened. What if I just, like, mute it and then unmute it again? No. Why can I hear it? I don't know. I'm not gonna waste time debugging on stream. So anyway, let's get to the show, I guess. I know, I'm sorry, Carrot, I'll figure it out. I'll get back to you with that. Get a snaky cactus? Maybe. It's a piney apple. That one's not making noise either. I don't know, why is it not making noise? Oh, it's set to monitor only, mute output. Oh, it's still not making noise. I don't know. I don't know. Technology is absolutely amazing. I have no idea why it's not doing anything. I will heck with that later, though. To our feature presentation. Hey! There's an event going on right now. I don't know what this is. Playing orange juice, though. Ooh, that's a fancy little 3D village down there. Go get a job. I do like that a lot of the characters in OJ, though they are taken from other things and other games that, what is it, Fruit Bat? That they've made, and are usually much more complicated characters. For the purposes of OJ, they're usually distilled down to a point that you can, even though I have no idea who these characters are, I can still kind of follow what's going on here. It's Ohm Rice! Grumpy over the game's RNG. Like, yeah, the game is... I can rate a lot of games on their orange juice content. Like SRB2 Kart, as an example. That one's like, it's up there. Because you can just get hecked over, and then whatever, that just happened to you. SRB2 Kart is like, I don't know, 50% orange juice. Like, how much of your own destiny is actually in your hands? So in orange juice, though, this game, this is 100% orange juice. No part of your destiny is actually in your hands. You can try to point yourself in one direction or another, but whether you get there or not, you don't know. And that's kind of the important thing you have to keep in mind if you're going to play OJ. If you play OJ to win, you are not going to have a good time. You cannot play this game competitively. And that's why they give you so many rewards even when you lose. Yeah, you get more when you win. But you cannot play the game to win. You absolutely cannot play this game to win. And like, if crap happens, crap happens. You gotta be able to, like, laugh it off, effectively. And go try again next game. Yeah, you don't play this game to win. You play it to troll your friends and get trolled right back. Like, there was a time when I was playing a ton of this. I don't play it as much anymore. I usually just play it when we stream. But there was a time when I was playing a ton of this. And I think it was around that time that I actually got a chance to talk to raocow some. I should probably actually read this. And I kind of jokingly brought up this game, but this game is 110% not the kind of game raocow would enjoy playing. Like, he enjoys testing himself. Pushing himself, seeing what he's capable of. Having that test of skill and coming out in successfully. Why he plays fighting games and stuff, too. But, like, you can't play this game to win, and there's no skill involved. 110% not a game raocow would play. Okay, what do we got? Collect food, got it. Normal co-op bounty hunt. Okay, so we gotta play bounty hunt to do the thing. Food markets appear. Collect food. I think I remember we played this. This game mode, anyway. I think I remember not being as enthralled by this game mode. So, like, I'll play it, but I'm probably not going to partake of the gimmick too much. Oh man, I can sell cards. Heck yeah, I never use them either. I have a bit bad habit of never engaging in any of a game's mechanics more than I have to. Okay. Okay. Let's go play games. Pastry Cat's chicken. We're doing bounty hunt. Random, sure. Okay, don't I have to go to default random? Let's just have a good time. And we are up! It's private, but if any of y'all want to hop on in, go right ahead. Hey, there we go. The room is Pastry Cat, the password is chicken. Alright. Ooh, 9 games. I don't know if I'm completing this event. Well, let's go collect some meat, though. Oh, don't worry, Paz. I will absolutely not win at all. Not in this game. Okay, speed 4, timer's 90. Need everybody to ready up and we can hop on in.
Penny apple.
Oh boy, the link on... Well, the link worked because I actively went to the stream and then copied the link and then went back. The link that it defaulted to was some, like, Streamlabs link. I'll do my best, Paz. Charity and Sprint, sure. Charity and Sprint, no, come back. One of these buttons. Freeze or Miracle? I don't like the sound of freeze. Miracle. No, I made this lobby. Yeah, don't worry, Kuma. We're not moving 100% here. But I figured we'd test it out. see how things go. Still waiting on Mark and Psycho Crab to ready up. Wait, you heard the piney apple?
Piney apple.
It's going through desktop audio. Okay, here, I can redo carrots.
Oh, no melon.
There's your melon. Okay, we're all ready. Let's go. Sure. Sure. Oh yeah, that's true. Vivian is not set up to alert for Twitch streams. Thank you, Kurenai. Yeah, it's coming through desktop audio. I wonder why it suddenly changed. Like, I know I'm streaming to a different platform, but like, I haven't changed anything in Streamlabs. See, I never use cards. And I never know what to pick for cards. So I have one deck that I thought about and said, okay, cool, and I saved it. And now I don't pick decks anymore. I select that one, and I enter. A reminder that yes, we do in fact have Popo as the announcer. What is this quest? I want to read it. Okay, this is my quest. Okay, so sell it as a shop. So we have a meat shop. So I guess I want to find whatever this is. I need to find a cave. Okay, cave's up there. There's also a cave there. Oh, and right next to me. That way or that way? Well, there's a thing this way. Here, I'll stop. I'll sell this. I will never use this. I will never use most cards. Oh, that friggin' mercenary! I remember this, and I remember how much I hate it. Like, the RNG in this game doesn't bother me, but, like, that friggin' mercenary guy just ticked me off. I think that said slime bomb, but I read it as spirit bomb. Okay, it doesn't matter where I'm going, so let's just... I don't think I can... Oh, wait, no, I can. I can stop at this one. Nothing else I can really stop at. Sure, why not? Okay, so I'm guessing that that just means this is not the one that I'm looking for. No, I did not want to stop at the shop. I wanted to stop at the cave. Because I got this thing. To go to a cave. I guess I can't do anything at that cave, though. Oh wait, I get to pick one? Oh, so before I moved, I should have, like, used it like you use a card? Okay, so I got it already, I just have to turn it in. Okay, so I turn it into Sky Baker. So I have to figure out which one is Baker. Which one is Baker? I have no idea which one Baker is. Arrows over shops that I have items for. There isn't an item over any shop. Okay, no, there it is. It's way up there. That I can't get to. Man, way up there and I can't get to it. Okay. I don't think I have anything to sell. Okay, so you have to get fame. You can't get anything just by... What did I get? I will never use that. Okay, so I might as well, like, stop at shops and try to buy things. If you can't use the stars for Normas. Hello, Ace Fisherman. Yes, we're testing out YouTube. Twitch is kind of a garbage fire right now, so we're weighing our options.
私が燃やしたかったのなのです。
Okay, so I want to go like way up there.
いやー
Yeah, that one.
ワクワクします。すごいです。
I did it! Okay, what are these? Roll to die for any action. That's crazy. I like that putting up. Oh, I can also sell cards.
いいですね。こんなゲルでいいものいましたです。痛くってもなくしちゃねえぞ。
Man, I hate these things so much. Leave me the heck alone! I'm back. Good thing I bought that thing. This is why I hate that friggin' mercenary. Like, I'm busy. Leave me alone. See, I feel like when you're in kind of a tight spot, or there's something interesting going on, I think combat's kind of neat. Because it can weigh a lot of options. Or you can weigh a lot of options about, like, oh no, I'm only at, like, 1 HP or something. I hope I can get to this point yet, and somebody comes up and fights you, and, like, no, why? It makes for interesting gameplay. Like, fights are good on their own. They can make for interesting gameplay. Where do I turn this on? Innkeeper. Gotta find an inn. Inn's over there. Also inn's down there. Okay. Sure. I'm not good at fighting. Like, I hate it when I get wrecked right before it happens, but it's still interesting gameplay. The reason I don't like the mercenary is, like, they just friggin' fight everything. And, like, the fighting that you get out of it doesn't add interest to gameplay. It's just annoying. It's like you don't have any reason to fight me. You don't really get anything out of it. This isn't adding anything when you attack me right now. It's just being a problem for the sake of being a problem. Okay, I gotta go turn in. Wait, did the buildings move around? I swear there was an inn down here. I swear there was an inn down here. Okay, so let's see here. I want to get at least to that, so I can do that. So I guess we're going that way. Oh man, I don't want to fight something. Chapter 6K plus 1. 6K, that's a lot of chapters. Okay, now this is kind of interesting though. Because like, you don't have to fight, you don't have to do bounties. You can do the quests, which is just like drop these off, get to the place. That's kind of neat. It gives me like moment-to-moment goals to get around the board.
これが私の生きる意味だもの。パパパパ。なのです。
Getting real tired of rolling ones.
痛くっても泣くんじゃねえぞ。痛いのですけど。
I don't want to move far. I just want to go right there. I think what would be great about that Guardian is if he, like, actively tried to chase down the mercenary. Where is he? Like, he goes for bounties, but still, I think that'd be hilarious. Just chase him the heck down. Yeah, Dresden, we're checking out YouTube today. Okay, get it just passing over, right? Yeah, and then I gotta fight something. Oh yeah, cool! Killed himself. Egg. Man, that friggin' inn is gonna move again by the time I get to it. Because I've been standing in place for so long. I think I've collected both of these. I just have to turn them in. And I turn them both in at the end. Yeah, so I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but we've got some more people showing up. We are not moving permanently to YouTube. Right now, we're just kind of feeling things out. Seeing how things go. So one of the things going on with Twitch right now is like an ad-apocalypse of sorts. I don't want to be over here. I want to be there. Is there another one? Dang it. That thing is absolutely going to teleport again by the time I get to it. Alright, well, if I can't do anything, let's just go as far as we can, I guess. I mean, I can go that way or I can go that way. Let's do this. Okay, what do we got? Oh, it's a card? I don't want a card. Sure, I'll take that. I'm probably gonna die again. Yeah, so what's going on with Twitch right now is something you could call like an ad-apocalypse. For one, any ads on YouTube videos, I make some money off of. Ads on Twitch, I don't. That all goes to Twitch. And they're pushing a lot of ads. They're pushing them so hard, in fact, that they're doing everything they can to even get around, like, ad blockers. They're, like, absolutely pushing it. It's like a back and forth of, it's like, how dare you use an ad blocker? We're gonna come up with a new kind of ad that you can't block. And then a new, even more intrusive kind of ad that you can't block. So, like, it's going through that, and, like, Okay, if you don't use ad blockers, that's fine, but like the ads and the extent that they're being pushed is getting rough. Doesn't really matter where I go. I can stop at any of these, though. I'm gonna go to my own home. Sure, I was just there. If I could get to an inn, I could turn these in. But you'll get stuff like when you first show up to a stream, ad rolls. Okay, sure. Sometimes the stream doesn't load right after that ad. It's not like a YouTube ad. Or YouTube at least remembers most of the time when you've seen the ad. Twitch is pretty bad about it. So sometimes the stream just doesn't start, loads forever, and you have to refresh the page. You refresh the page, you have to watch another ad. And sometimes you're just stuck there watching like 3 unskippable ads before you can just watch the dumb stream. Twitch Mobile is also kind of a garbage fire and like barely functions for similar reasons. Discoverability on Twitch is also pretty garbage, because discoverability on Twitch is, it's virtually non-existent. The platform pushes kind of a rich get richer scheme. Can I go there? I just want to go there. Well, if I pass over, then I'm fine. Can I go there, please? Can I do it? Go to that one. Yay, turned it in. Now watch that second one disappear like this turn. Yeah, Twitch Mobile is hilariously unstable, like barely functions. Another one is discoverability issues and stuff like that, where discoverability on Twitch is virtually non-existent because it pushes all of its more popular streamers and streams to the top. You do a search, first thing that comes up is the stream with the most views. You want to browse, first game that comes up in the browse list, the game with the most views. When you click on that to see the individual streams, first stream that shows up is the stream with the most views. Like, just, they're funneling people towards that. And you can select, like, best for me from a menu instead of top views, but let's be honest, nobody does that. Virtually nobody will. I don't have a lot of confidence that people do that. What are you? Draw 2 cards. I don't really care. I do, however, want to go right here. Sure do. Turn in both of them. Oh no, I should have bought something, heck. So yeah, so if you're playing like kind of a more popular game, then you'll never be seen. Absolutely never be seen. If you're playing a less popular game, you'll also never be seen because you're pushed super far down the list because virtually nobody is streaming. Like, the average user is going to use default settings on these searches and things, so that's what you get. And even when you don't use default, like, even when you don't use, when you do like recommended for me, Twitch seemed to think I wanted to watch an Apex Legends stream. Best for me. You mean Apex Legends? I don't want to watch that. Somebody play an SRB2 card or something? I'll watch that. Like the whole system seems like it's built around helping out whatever's popular. And whoever's popular. YouTube isn't a ton better. It took me a while. Somebody on Hitbox Dimension, I think, had to tell me how to even search YouTube for live streams. So, like, but you can. It's not immediately obvious, but you can. Okay, I need a quest. Oh wait, you got ham. Oh, ham.
とてもすごいです。
Why not? So what do I gotta do to get ham? Just walk over a space that's got ham? I was thinking maybe it'd show something to show up and let me buy it, but... Alright, well, I entered the shop. So I hope I got the ham. Yeah, and then, YouTube also has VODs built right in. Like, especially for a lesser-known game. Oh, check my item. I got an item. I have 1 of 3 ham. I guess that's my goal, really, is finding and claiming ham. And, like, if you're looking for a lesser-known game, then you're probably going to find VODs more likely than you are live streams. And not only... the Twitch does not, or deletes VODs by default, so you have to go out of your way to keep them. And Twitch is having so many problems right now with content IDing that a lot of people aren't even bothering to keep VODs. That's the other one. Well, I had some of Vivian's Minecraft streams. I had sections of them muted. I don't play music during those, I'm just playing Minecraft. But it triggered something, somewhere with Twitch. Okay, I want to get ham. Where's ham? Ham's way over there. Can I get ham? Yeah, I can get ham. So, like, I don't know what the heck Twitch thought was doing, but, like, yeah, sections of it got muted. Oh, anybody remember the funny news story where, what band was it? Was it like friggin' Metallica or something? That was playing at a live event, like a gaming convention or something, and they had to swap out a live performance by the band themselves because Twitch was going to mute the stream for content ID matching. Like, what the crap?
でもどうかしら。やることは変わらない。
So yeah, Twitch is having problems. Twitch is having problems. And that's why we're feeling out YouTube. And like, I haven't had any streams claimed or anything. Not often do things get muted, but I understand that that is an issue. And that's one reason why I haven't been keeping too many VODs. In fact, I've been saving almost no VODs. I upload things to YouTube, but that's a pain in the butt. You have to wait 24 hours as part of Twitch policy. What do I want? I want a quest. Oh no. But yeah, so as part of Twitch policy, you have to wait 24 hours before you can export a video to another medium like YouTube. So I can't like port it to YouTube immediately. And then, like, I always forget anyway. So that's another nice thing about YouTube, is, like, we just have an automatic VOD. It's just done. I'm done streaming, this is just on the channel, and you can go watch the VOD immediately. That is a massive weight off my brain. Just having to remember to, like, okay, I've got to remember sometime with, like, after 24 hours after the stream. Give me the ham. Sell cards, man. Yeah, like, so I have to wait sometime within 24 hours, or sometime after 24 hours after the stream, I get to go upload it to YouTube and kick it off. Then, like, I have to wait however long it takes to upload it, which who knows how long that is, and get back to it again at a later date. And at that point, then I have to go back and check all the settings, schedule it to upload, get it set up. And I'm a forgetful person, and you're, like, telling me twice over I have to go back and do something at a later time. And that's why I have so much trouble getting VODs up of things. Like, I'm bad at that, and they're not making it easy. Whereas again, like, I don't even have to think about it on YouTube. I'm just done. Done streaming, it's there. Have fun. I got my ham, right? I think I have to wait until my turn to check my items. Yeah, so like I know YouTube, I know there are a number of things with YouTube that are YouTube streaming that aren't quite what we want them to be. But overall, 2 of 3 hams. I need more. I need one more ham. Where's my next ham? I don't see any ham. Well, it'll show up eventually, I guess. Oh no, I didn't want to go up here. No, I didn't. I want to go that way. I did! What did I turn this into? Innkeeper. Again. Yeah, like there's a number of things that Twitch does that are really nice. I think there's some things that Twitch does. YouTube is implementing things that Twitch does, so that's going pretty well. For example, like there are super chats on YouTube, which is similar to, I guess you could say, bits on Twitch. Underneath a function record. Oh man. I apologize. You picked that fight with me, though. Okay, so I gotta get down there. How much fame? I need 9 fame, so like that won't actually help. Got anything good? No, man. I am an evade tank. Take the wooden shield, though. I'll keep that. Yeah, like, YouTube has memberships, whereas Twitch has subscriptions. I think YouTube is doing something with emotes and such. I don't really know how YouTube and emotes work, but I know they're doing something. Like, I think some of the biggest issues... just from my own experience, what I'm seeing, I don't see a lot different about YouTube chat or watching streams on YouTube versus Twitch. But I am missing emotes. Like, Twitch did emotes so good. And man, I want to see some emotes. I think that's one of the biggest things. I want to see some emotes. Yeah, otherwise, like, super chats exist if you want to go through YouTube system. There's a built-in tip system with Streamlabs. I mean, I have so many stars. Oh, I didn't check if I got my ham. I mean, I'm sure they have some emotes. Like, man, Twitch's emotes. Twitch's emotes is a culture. So that's probably the biggest thing. Or just in an immediate, like, watching people thing. That's one of the biggest things I miss. Is emotes. Otherwise, most differences seem pretty minimal. Like, there's a little layout differences or something, a little different here and there, but, like, at the end of the day, I think it all is mostly the same to me. I don't really mind missing raids. Because here's a funny thing that where am I going? I don't think no, I do need ham. Can I just go straight to the ham? Give me the ham. No, give me the ham.
とてもすごいです。行くのです。ちょっとお待つです。
Yeah. So there's that. Just from a casual viewing experience, though, other than the emotes, I don't miss too much. But I feel like... What else is there? Yeah, raids. Okay, so that's right. That's what I was talking about. So with raids, funny thing is, culturally, raiding in I think it's in Japan. Or maybe it's just a VTuber thing. But I know raids are generally looked down upon. In fact, they're considered kind of rude. Because if you're coming from the culture of Twitch, then you see a raid, then it's just like, oh yeah, everybody get hype, all these people showing up, how's everybody doing? But you can also think of it in terms of, I'm here. I'm the one streaming, and I'm the one that is effectively on display, so to say. So I'm the one running the show. I'm the one controlling how things flow and what happens when. Where am I going? I don't need ham anymore. I don't have any quests, so I need to stop at a home point. So, like, I'm kind of running the show. I'm the star, so to say. And I'm here, like, chatting with you guys. And I've got a certain rapport going with you guys now. A raid shows up, and it's kind of an interrupt to the show, so to say. To the flow that I've set up, and the rapport that I've got set up. It's an interrupt. It forces me to stop what I'm doing, to take the spotlight off of me and what I'm doing, to halt the rapport that I've got with you guys right now. And immediately, I have to draw attention to this raid and what's going on. It's an interruption. Like, there's some good, too, because you're getting people showing up, sure. But, like, it's still an interruption. Like, imagine you just sitting there talking with your best friend. Just having a good time. And somebody rushes in, interrupts whatever you're talking about, and demands that you talk about them for a couple minutes. Like, sometimes maybe you're not doing anything too big. And that interruption's kind of like, oh yeah, sure, we can talk about that for a minute. And then sometimes it's like, dude, I'm busy. So, like, I get that. I don't necessarily view it as that bad. Like, a raid is still a nice thing to happen. But because I understand that, and I've felt that before, losing raids to me is kind of an eh. I'm not glad, but I also don't especially miss them. If that makes sense. As far as, like, I think there are two things that I would miss going to YouTube more than anything else. And one is just the emote culture that is on Twitch. It's crazy. And I would miss that so much. Not just emotes, but like the meme culture that comes alongside of that. I would miss all of that so much. The second thing? Clips. I would miss clips so bad. I don't clip anybody else, but here's try to revive myself. But here's the thing with clips is at the end of the day, I'm putting something out there. I'm putting content out there, uploading videos to YouTube and things because I want, and to a degree, this is true for everybody. I want some degree of praise for what I've done. Like, if nobody sees your stuff, if nobody cares about your stuff, why put it out there in the first place? You want to see people enjoying it, having a good time with it, picking out things that they really like. Like, you want to see that. And for me, that's why I see, like, view numbers on a video, I don't care. That number is a metric. Aside from maybe having some vague relation to the growth and health of the channel, the number means nothing. What means more than anything to me is comments. That is direct knowledge that I'm gaining from someone else's experience, someone else's personal experience with what I've put out there. That's the stuff that I want. I haven't been to you yet. So, like, that's what I want to see, is comments. I want to see people talking and expressing themselves and showing what they enjoyed and what's going on. Twitch, and like having an active chat when you're streaming is part of that. But I think clips on Twitch are like the epitome of that. It's one specific moment that someone is going, this moment, right here, this was gold. I loved this. And I will go back and watch clips of my streams that other people have made to experience that moment that they enjoyed through them, so to say. And like, getting some clips and then watching it back and going, yeah, that was good, I like that. When that dumb thing happened, that was nice, I like getting that, Where do I want to go? I don't want to fight a boss. And so, like, that's gonna be something I'm gonna miss so much. I would miss so much on YouTube. Just trying to think, like, people clipped Vivian streams. Like the bit in Minecraft, where she clicks, trying to eat a fish, but clicks on the hinge of a door, right-clicks on the hinge of a door so the door opens and closes repeatedly. And she's holding down the button because she's just trying to eat a fish, and this door's just going pop, 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 pop. And she says, like, I just want to eat fish. And, like, that's good stuff. And I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so upset that I can't watch moments like that other people have seen. Like, okay, there's emote culture, there's emote culture, there's meme culture for Twitch, and like, I get that. YouTube is still forming itself in that degree, and that's part of like what we're contributing to YouTube and streaming. So I get that, and that may take a little while, but we'll get somewhere. Well, it may not be the same, but it'll be something. But like, I would miss clips so bad. Spindy. Okay, so I think she was trying to say spin B. But the interpreter said spindy? For whatever reason. What were we using at the time? We were using... I think we were using the Microsoft Translator. Where are we going? I don't have anything to turn in. I don't need meat. I need these. I don't want to fight a boss, so I guess I'll go here. Oh no, it's a CPU's turn. And just watching other clips back, like friggin' blowing up the Ender Dragon with a bed. Just watching that falling down dead, and then Vivian just goes like, "We did it," or something. So you can revive the Ender Dragon, and we may have to get the achievement for killing the Ender Dragon. Because we didn't get it when we blew him up with a bed. Yeah, Golden Souls has been really fun too. Some of the level design in the end of the game and some of the new enemies are a little butts. Gargoyle's a little butts. Just moves way too fast. That Gargoyle would probably be fine if they just slowed the heck down. And then, some of the level design was butts too. It was like, open a door, plant on the other side, frame one hits you with a fireball. You're just gonna get hit by that. But like, that stuff aside, it's been super fun though. Oh, the two no context clips are pretty silly. Those were good too. Oh, I forget what exactly the text was in the first one. I know the second one was the, "Who is that mysterious man? Can I shoot him?" I love the idea that Vivian doesn't quite grasp empathy. Like, understands empathy on only the most, like, surface-level, machine-like way possible. Okay, so has everything moved yet, or am I still going down there? No, I'm not going down there. Where is the things that I gotta get to? Oh, no, they are still down there. Okay. Guess I'll move and try to go somewhere. I'm trying to get down there, but if I could stop by a building, that'd be cool. Oh, I think I can just go all the way there. Sure, let's just go all the way there. We did it. So I think that dude that was out in the distance, I think that was actually one of the grunts from Doom 64. I'd have to take another look at
俺の
the
力
sprite.
に恐れおののけいいもんゲットしたじゃんかバッチリ
Yeah, and Vivian, like, cranked her head back too far that one time I was taking a sip of water. That was... I think I tried to, alter the model since then. Or alter some settings, not too much the model. Alter some settings since then, so, like, hopefully that doesn't happen again. I really don't even understand why it happened in the first place.
そうねコババ違いますめぐみです
It's funny, because, like, I came up with Vivian as something for me to use for myself. But... Vivian's, like, become her own thing now. To the point that... I don't want to use Vivian for myself. Vivian is Vivian. But now I feel like I need something on the stream now. I need something on the stream now. You need, just kind of in general, you want something on the stream that is an identifier, that's representative. And I used to just use the little dancing Naka in the corner of the screen, like that's enough. But, like, I can't... Dancing Naka doesn't work with this UI. The new stream layout. Just aesthetically, it doesn't work. Where am I going? Wait, did I not? No, I have to turn it in. Okay, blacksmith. Blacksmith is over there. Oh, can I just go to it? Can I do it and not fight the boss? Yeah, whatever. If I die, I die. Wait, what rank am I? Okay, gotta get 14. Whatever. Let's hope I live. Should I, like, get this and then just defend in this immediate fight? No, that's a hyper. That's a card I have to use. What's the cost on that? Is that just 5 stars? Or is that like 50 stars? Am I auto fighting? I don't want to. The timer, you piece of crap! I clicked the thing! Why'd you take over anyway? Dang it. Yeah, Kurenai, I am sure that that's not what she was saying, but I'm
務めだぜ
trying to think of what word she was trying to say.
そらよ
Because we were talking about ammo consumption.
そらよ
Because those golden cockademons just have like a buttload of HP. No, Dustin, she did not. It probably sounded like that, though. I feel like the interpreter would have... I feel like the interpreter would have censored that, too. I don't actually know.
レバを殴る気ですか？こんな可愛いレバを。痛いですよ。
Yeah, just what I wanted.
か すごいです。いいですね。はい。わかりました。
What was it that... What was it that we were trying to say?
はい。なのです。
Can I get up? Can I be alive? Ever? And like, Clippers are out and about right now on YouTube streams.
覚悟はいいかいどうか
But I don't think there's any built-in way to do clips, and especially to like watch them yourself. Like being able to see what people clip to the stream and watch through those clips, that's the best.
痛いではないですか
And like there are clippers for YouTube, but I don't think there's any built-in way to do that kind of thing. I think they legitimately just like download or record the like either they record the live stream or download the videos through some third party, like KeepTube or something, and then actually edit that clip to grab the clip. Like super roundabout. At least as far as I know. A lot of the clip videos that I've seen look more edited than you can do just by like clipping something directly off of YouTube.
休憩は終わりです。
Yeah, the word actually, I can see you misinterpreting that though. Because the S from that's bleeding into actually would absolutely sound like that. So like, yeah, I get that.
また食いつげんぜ
Wow, get wrecked. You needed 1 damage, but you gave him 12. Alright, well those matches take forever, so let's not do that again. We got what we need, though. Oh, I just saw the Ender Dragon clip. Okay, so if you put down a bed in the end, and then try to sleep in it, the bed explodes. And this is a well-known way that speedrunners use to kill the Ender Dragon, because that explosion can hurt the Ender Dragon, and is very powerful. The only difference is it'll usually kill you too, and that's where speedrunners have ways to, like, mitigate the damage. I think they maybe stand with the central pillar blocking the passageway or something. I'm not sure how they do it. Oh yeah, and I think using a bed in the Nether also blows up and kills you. Don't know why my mind went to this, but honestly, I'm actually kind of looking forward to Sunday's UTG completion stream. Even though, like, I know it's going to be pain, absolute pain, but I think I've determined for myself that more than anything, I want to complete the games, but I also want to have a good time. And I don't see the point in making myself absolutely miserable to complete the games. So, like, I'm kind of looking forward to it because I, honest to goodness, kind of want to cheat the game more. I'm not going to go out of my way and just go like, alright, let's just go cheat through everything. But, like, I mean, I'm gonna do my best to get through the games, as I always do. But I feel like I'm going to be less hesitant to turn something on, or go find a variable when the game is being a butt. I want to try to find the camera's coordinates. The fun that we could have if we had control of the
可
camera.
愛いレパが襲いかかるとは思うまいです。
Do I risk it? Going for that biscuit. Dang it.
パ
Oh. I want to know what happens if we get control of the camera, though.
それパパパパ
行くのです。
Gonna do our very own boundary break.
覚悟はいいですか？
Why did I decide this was a good idea?
ひょい。
Because I won, that's why!
割と重いねこれ
What program did I use for memory viewing editing? I just cheat engine, nothing too crazy.
これねそうねまあ悪くはないわね
I feel like a lot of the time with the cheat engine, though, you're kind of reliant on
はい。なので
either knowing a bit about the inner workings of the game
もっとよこ
and how games in general are programmed, like having that knowledge, or having or using a cheat table that somebody put
こ
together,
れねもらっておくわ
that somebody who does know that stuff put together. Which is why I feel like not a lot of people probably use cheat engine, even though you think like, oh yeah, let's you cheat a video
い
game.
ただきます
It's actually not easy to do it if you don't know some stuff. But it's pretty easy to get it and then go find, especially for games that other people play. It's pretty easy to
ごめん
go
なさい当たればいいわ
find like a cheat table or something with codes that somebody else put together. And like, I don't care about that. Like, what's enjoyable for me is wrestling that control from the game. That's the
見せ
fun
てあ
part.
げるぞ
If you're just gonna give me a table with the codes already in it,
パパパパパ
there's no fun in having it just given to you. Which I suppose is the same as like playing a game for a challenge anyway. Like, you play a game for the challenge. If you could just beat the game, what's the point? It's kind of the same deal. Like, how much HP do I have? Why not?
はい。なの
I have to be
で
a
す。
certain level, I think.
パパパパパ
It's kind of the same thing, I guess.
パ泣いちゃう前に降参してみるがいいぞ
We're not dual streaming, we are only on YouTube. We're feeling out a new... Feeling out a new platform, because right now Twitch is kind of a garbage fire. And there's a lot of things that YouTube offers that Twitch doesn't, which would be really nice.
すぐに集まるわ
And sadly, there are some things that Twitch does that would be real nice too.
ぶん投げるです。隙を
Die.
見せましたね。
Never mind!
はとても強いですね。
割と重いねワープだぜパパパ
Just need 10 stars, which I have.
格の違いを見せちゃうぜ
Oh yeah, FPS makes me dizzy, I remember you.
勝利だこれねパパパ
はい。なのです。
Now, I've really only messed around with Cheat Engine, so I don't know nearly enough to I don't know nearly enough to dive into stuff like finding where the text is in a game so it can be translated. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Unless you could search for text in chat
覚悟なさい
engine?
食らいなさい
Can you? Is there a string option? Hmm.
ぶん投げるです
It's just not something I thought about.
とてもすごいで
Two
す
more, I already have
暴
that.
れちゃうです
Hello, Atticant. Man, I'm seeing some names I haven't seen in a while. How are you guys doing?
これね勝負なさい行きますわ
Yeah, Twitch is kind of a garbage fire right now.
行くのです はい
We're not moving over here permanently, though. We're just kind of feeling it out, seeing how things go.
やるね私の殺戮魔法を見せてあげる
Oh, speaking of encrypted data, there's one game that I was hecking around with
いただくわ
that stores data, like your level and how much money you have and stuff.
行くのです
It stores it in an encrypted way. So you have to search for the values that change, because of course you can't find the data correctly. So you have to find the data that change, and you'll eventually find that anytime the variable you want to find changes, like, I don't know, your money, anytime your money changes, two variables change.
いいわね星は集
And
め
the
る
two
のよ
variables that change are
うーんすごいです
sure.
ねばたくさん
The two variables that change
思いの
are, one of them is the actual variable you're looking for, and the other one is the de-encryptor.
これね
Like, the game uses the encryption variable with some, like, I don't know, it's like a bitwise and or something.
行くのですぐるぐるぐる
マジかよ
Like, it uses it, like, with a bitwise and or something, I don't know. Shift the bits and then add them up, or you can do a lot of fun stuff to encrypt. But it does that to get the actual variable. So in order to get, like, how much money you have, it has to, like, calculate it in order to actually figure it out. The way it's internally stored is in this, like, effectively a garbage number. So if you want to, like, change how much money you have, or whatever, if you want to change that variable, then you have to either know how the encryption works,
覚悟なさい
or find a variable of the encryptor that you can predict. And funnily enough, if you set the encryptor to 0, just 0,
うーん
then the raw data value is what it is.
始まりだい
So if you want to give yourself 20,000 bucks, you set money to 20,000 and the encryptor to 0, and then you have 20,000 bucks. Coding is cool.
そうね。
Just like finding that and then figuring it
あな
out.
た邪魔よ。
Cool
当たれ
stuff.
ばいいわ。
I feel like I would be I feel like I would genuinely enjoy being an actual hacker if I knew just a little bit
行くの
more.
です。覚悟はいいですか？ドンドン。
Dang, why'd you have to do a 7?
そうです。
Couldn't have rolled a 1 or something.
帰りたいです。
Yeah, like it could be a lot of things. You do stuff like bit shift everything. Like take all the bits and shift the bits to the side one. This does not shift the digits, so if you interpret it as a number, it'll kind of jumble them up. Because it's a bit shift, not a digit shift. So like you can do that to scoosh them over, then you can like add or multiply by a set number to change it into something else, and then you can like do a bitwise AND instead of a straight digit AND in order to like figure out what the end number is. Like there's a ton of stuff that you can do to encrypt data like that. Just perfectly fine without having Haseo in the party. How do you play the game without Haseo in the party?
なのです。よ
Is it just 3 AIs?
我が洗礼を受けよ。
It's hilarious.
ふわり。
Haseo's busy right now. What's Adley doing right now? Oh, Adley and a couple friends just out running through a dungeon all on their own. Let's see what kind of adventure they get into.
このカードでやれやれだわ。
How do you run around on the field?
それ。何よこれくらい。
That's hilarious. What even happens?
行くのです。
I guess I'm fighting.
こんな可愛いレパが倒されるとは思うまいで見てたですね。
マジカルバトルだ。リリリリマジカルビクトリー。パパ。
Wow, they actually let you control
そうね。
one of the NPCs? Do you have access to, like, spells and stuff?
ぶん投げるです。隙を見せましたね。です。隙だらけです。
ほいっと。
Like, if you have access to all their spells and can do all of their crap, then that tells me...
我が洗礼を受けよ。
That tells me that they programmed Haseo
痛いじゃん。パパ。
to be just a regular character like everybody else.
これね。
All inventory is
相手になろうじゃん。
That's crazy. That tells me that they 100% has programmed Haseo just like any party
行き
member.
ますわ。
Like, there's nothing mechanically special about Haseo. He's programmed to be just a completely normal party member like everybody else. And they just forced you to have him as the party lead all the time.
割と重いねこれ。
I love figuring out these insights, too, into how the game was programmed, and, like, finding that out's neat. Last Recode, I highly doubt they still had access to, like, the original code and everything for Last Recode. So they probably remade a lot of that, and I'm guessing for that game, they did not do that. I'm guessing for Last Recode, they actively made Haseo part, like, mechanically part of the thing, and not just a random party member that you are forced to always have in your party. And like, yeah, it would have been super easy. If that's the case, it would have been super easy for them to give you control of other characters. Maybe that could have been intended. Maybe that could have been intended. Like there are a lot of old JRPGs, a lot of the older Final Fantasies, even up to 6, even 7. Can you do it in 7? Where like you take the main character out of the party, you can just shuffle everybody around, play as whoever you want. That may have been the intention. Honestly, though, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like that was their intention. Maybe it would have been fun to have, like, as a side project. I'm not going down this crap path. I did not. I don't feel like maybe it would have been an interesting thing for them to add. Like, I don't know, maybe you can go to the arena and play as anybody or something. I don't feel like that was their intention, though. If I were programming If I were programming a game like that, I feel like it would have just ended up being the easiest thing to do. Can I actually use this? Can't use any of it. Here I die. Unless I can evade this. Dang it! Yeah, I feel like if I were doing it, that would have ended up just being the easiest way to do things. Like, okay, you have, say it was a party member, this is a party member, this is a party member. We have to program all these party members in and give them all their abilities that their AIs can do. Haseo has to have all of his abilities that you can do. Like, it's a similar enough system that I would believe that they just said, let's just make them all the same thing. Just make them all function the same. That even makes sense, that even makes sense in lore. Given that, like, everyone should have access to the same things, you're playing an MMO. Ooh, that's a good question. Can other characters Rengeki? I would guess so. You're just using a skill, but, like, you're interrupting somebody else with your skill. And we saw, like, I swear we saw, like, Alcade's group Rengeki U. I mean, granted, those are enemies, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was if you could Rengeki as them. I can understand why the game crashes, though, when you try to, like, open a chest. Because it's trying to load a new animation. So it's going like, okay, let's go find this animation. What do you mean there's no animation for this? Well, what would that pointer be pointing at? Code? Okay, let's load code into the animation, and then try to play it. What's happening? Everything is bad.
なのです。よーし、また頑張るです。
立ち上がるぞ私。そうね。それいただくわ。
ぶん投げるです。
Man, cool stuff. I love video games. Yeah, and like I said, when they did last Recode, they probably reprogrammed a lot of that game from the ground up.
マジカルバトルだ。
So they probably programmed it so Haseo was like the sole player character, and everybody else was like a mechanic or whatever. Like, I can see that one crashing almost immediately, because they handle it differently. Instead of being a bunch of characters, and Haseo is just another character you always have in your party, like, Haseo is the player character. It'd be like modding Mario out of a Mario game and then telling you to go play it.
行くのです。すごいです。レパの周りをキラキラで埋め尽くすです。
ボスキャラ登場だね。
Or probably more accurately, like, Thousand Year Door. Or the original Paper Mario, the ones where you got pals following you around. It's like, yeah, you got pals. You got a party, sort of. Let's mod Mario out of the game.
あなた邪魔よ。
What happens if we remove Mario? What do you mean, what happens if you remove Mario? The game don't work.
割と重いねこれ。
It's like, what do you mean? Why can't I play as one of the party members? Why would you ever think that would work? Galaxy has a mushroom as a playable character. You can't remove it without snapping the game in half. That makes me wonder what's going on behind the scenes. On that one.
マジかよ。
Like, I wonder if it's just there and, like, storing a bunch of information that's required. Like, I've done that in, most games that I've made. Where I just have to put something off to the side of the screen
これね。
and use it to store information and prep
奪い取って
things
もいいの
and
よね。
whatnot.
やばいやつです。
Here's where I
ほ
die.
りゃです。
What do you got for me? Yep.
死ぬ
Oh, wow.
割と重いねこれ。
Yeah, so I wonder if that mushroom is just storing, like, a ton of weird information in it. So, like, yeah, if you get rid of it, there's, like, all this weird information that's necessary to make the game run that's gone. And maybe part of that is just, like, being flagged as a playable character. It's not needed to, it's just part of it holding a bunch of weird information. Yeah, every cutscene in 1,000-Year Door is Mario loaded somewhere in the room because his object is important coded to. Yeah, stuff like that. You can kind of get away with doing that when you have a main character. You just put all the weird data on them. I didn't have that in Tofu Topple, so I just had to make a thing and stick it off to the side. Or maybe it was repurposed. Like when they were very first making the game, they needed to... Like they're building the engine. So like while you're building up the engine, they need like, okay, we need something to just plop down to control around to make sure that we can move. Like, whatever, load a mushroom in. And then, well, like, once they got going with that, they were like, okay, we've ended up getting things working and putting a lot of weird numbers in here. And we kind of don't want all of this attached to the... Oh no, is there a desync? Yeah, so like eventually they're like, oh man, we've got so much weird data on this thing, what the heck? Well, let's make a new character that doesn't need to be bogged down by all of this. SD2C, is that you? Yes. That's the one. Yeah, or it could be something like, I think Kerr and I mentioned... like slot 0 in the playable character list. Oh, I gotta play a video game, hold up. Do I risk it? Do I risk it for that biscuit? I do. It's not 0, so like when you're in the menus or whatever, you're technically controlling the mushroom. And maybe that's something like you have to have a playable character as a means of controlling anything. So like in order to hit the start button on the title screen menu and accept your input, there has to be a playable character there. Like that's what you interact with anything, menus, anything through. So they just made like, okay, well we'll just make a mushroom or something dumb that works in this situation. Coding is crazy. It's a wonder any video game has ever been made. See, that's the thing. All video games are held together by duct tape and tears. All video games. Some just hide it better than others. His turn is 0. Mushroom and a Wii remote. Yo, I think this mushroom's got this.
これかしらね。悪くないわ。そうね。パパパパパパ
はい、なので投げるです。やめるです。
パパパ
Oh, I'm already like level 5. I've been barely paying attention. I still always look at like, what level am I? Well, it says level up here. Where's the number? U. Level U.
あら、なんだねってなんかね。やめなさい。だわね。
行くのです。
Ooh, I like that one. No, don't get rid of that one. Probably shouldn't have got rid of that card, but whatever. Let's use you. Have I landed on a single star panel this entire game? I know we've got that battle event that keeps coming in. I know we've got that, but... Yeah, my code doesn't work and I don't know why. My code works and I don't know why.
なんてことないわ。
はい、なのです。トラップ
Risk the traps.
遅くな。痛いじゃん。
Yeah, like as someone who has programmed and someone who has made games, code gets unbelievably complicated very quickly.
行くのです。やってしまった先を見せましたね。あちょー、いい運動しました。
I remember saying that once and somebody going, like, I think this is even further proof that coding is actually magic. And like, first of all, do you actually think when we sit down and code, we're like casting spells and crap? It didn't sound like they were joking when they said it.
これね。
But also, like, the bigger problem is that code becomes increasingly convoluted the more you do. Like, exponentially. And that's the overarching problem. Because you end up, like, trying to do one thing that interacts with so many different things and is forced to interact with them. You don't even want it to, but is forced to because of everything else that's been going on. And you just can't clean the code up beyond a certain point. It's just going to end up like this. Because so many parts like, depend on and rely on other parts doing so many things in so many different ways at the perfect time.
痛いわね。割と重いね。これ。パパ。
And like by the end, you can't, there's so much going on and it's so convoluted that you absolutely cannot grasp
こんな
what's
可愛いレ
connected
パ
to
が
what.
襲いかかるとは思うまいですくたばるです
Like it's just too much to wrap your head around. And so you end up having to like almost reverse engineer a lot of the code that you've put together as you're
覚悟なさい。
revisiting it.
まだよ。
はいなのですぶん投げるです
このカードだ。まだ頑張れそう。割と重いね。これ。
Because like it's just too much.
いただきます。
And so like you get back and go, okay, I've got to do this thing. How do you do that thing? I've got to go relearn. I've got to go relearn what this function does that I programmed a while back.
行くのです
I did!
この後のおやつが美味しく食べられるです
And like, because the code will end up being, whether you like it or not, connected to so many different parts of the code, that like, you change that one little
レパか
thing,
らの贈り物
and
で
you
す
think,
よ
okay, this is simple, this shouldn't bother
大
anything.
事にしてくだ
Guess
さい
what? It does. Okay, let's do one more bounty hunt, and then we'll call it an evening. What was it that we were adding in? Charity. I think it was regeneration and miracle. Oh man. Charity Sprint Miracle. And then the frustrating thing is like, yeah, it does affect the other thing of code. You have no way of knowing that. So, like, it's gonna affect a weird thing in your code somewhere that you have no idea what is. And sometimes, you may not even notice that it does it. You're just gonna keep on cooking that spaghetti. Until months later, when that one little thing that ended up getting changed, that didn't bother anything really at the time, starts to bother something. Because of a new piece of spaghetti. And it just goes down the chain, and you're gonna be like, why? Why is this ever doing this? You don't even know where in the code it's doing. You just got this weird thing, and you think that isn't even related to anything that I've touched anywhere in the last 2 months. Programming is horrible. Never program anything. If construction was like programming, you could hit a nail into a wall and the house 3 blocks down would fall over. So a lot of the houses in the area that we live were built on a budget, let's say. They're not bad, like they're well built, but like you run into a lot of weird stuff. Like we had somebody come in at one point we were talking to, I don't remember if it was an electrician or what, but I remember them saying that like, you're not gonna find a square corner in this house. We had an electrician over at one point trying to fix something, just saying like all the wiring in these houses. Like I'm gonna go disconnect a wire and your neighbor's garage door is gonna open.
よろしくお願いするです。
Okay, so I gotta get to whatever that is. That is... Oh, it's right there and behind me.
行くのですね。
Want meat?
とてもすごいです。
Oh, I have 43 stars. I will never use that. Yeah, everyone should learn programming so they understand the pain that developers or their favorite games go through. I think education is unbelievably important. Not just because you have to know how to do things. Like, I think it's unrealistic to have everybody actually know how to do things, but you have to know enough to know what you don't know. That is the most important thing. You have to know enough to understand what you don't know. And that's,
はい、なのです。残念です。
I think that's something that goes for, like, all education. And honestly, that's something that I learned when I was teaching high school. Because one of the most common questions you get, especially in math, is, when am I ever going to use this? And, like, if you try to answer that at face value, if you try to come up with a reason, like, when are you going to use this? It's going to be important that you have to know how to do this. You can't answer that. Because so many people aren't going to do that. So many people don't need to know how to graph a three-dimensional graph. A three-dimensional equation. So I need to go here. And I also need to go... Where's the cave? Oh, I just hit the cave. Let's go here. Ooh, do I want the battle? No, I don't. Oh, man! But, like, yeah, you can't answer that question. So, the reason, though... The reason that teachers want to teach you all these things that you're never going to use isn't because they want you to know how to do it. They know that you're going to forget how to do it as soon as you stop using it. just about as soon as you're out of the class. But what's important isn't knowing how to do it, but knowing that the information exists. You have to expand your understanding of what knowledge is there. We're teaching you what you don't know. And this will, and like, expanding what people don't know will get rid of so much stupidity in the world. So many stupid things where you see, like, how could this person not know that? How could this person possibly think that this is a reasonable solution to this problem? And this goes through economics, politics, high-end people, everybody across the board. This happens. People in very high places that just don't understand anything. Skybaker.
デパからの贈り物です。おむつです。大事にしてください。
And like, if we can expand that knowledge that everybody has of what they don't have, then you'll at least get, like, okay, maybe these people can't offer an immediate solution. Like, maybe they can't offer an immediate solution to the problem, but they're not gonna run up and start suggesting the dumbest crap and believing that that's what needs to be done.
Battle を挑みます。攻撃。この程度なら。これはどうかしら。まあ、助かったよ。
Yeah, college is so expensive because it's easy to control the uninformed or uneducated. Yeah, exactly. College doesn't need to be that expensive. Healthcare doesn't need to be that expensive. And yet at the same time, we pay everybody almost nothing. Oh man, I gotta go around the whole map to get back to that place. Oh no, there's another one. And I got meat. I don't think I need to sell anything. No, I'm good.
こんな可愛いレバー作りがカルトをしました。うまいです。
Okay, I don't want to get political, so I'm not going to delve into that too much further. But there's just so much of, like, people just don't understand. But they think they do. And that's the problem. And back to bringing that back to video games. This is where you get people complaining that, like, they run across a bug or something in a game. And like, okay, sometimes development companies are running on like a really tight budget, or just honestly don't care, and you can get some weird bugs that are blatantly obvious and probably should have been addressed or not released in that state. Sure. But you can get other stuff like people actively saying that, like, this is a thing that people desperately want in the game, and it would be so easy to add to the game, why haven't you added it yet? anybody who says it would be so easy to do X in programming does not know enough about programming. Like if you actually have some experience with programming, then you pretty quickly know that nothing is easy. Or if it looks easy, then be even more cautious because it shouldn't be. Yeah, and Sword and Shield, I still didn't really have any major problems with Sword and Shield. Any major problems with it. Like, I still don't have any, like, I did note, and I talked about this in the video. But I did note that there were some things in there, and the game in the end felt like it was rushed, but it felt like they did their best with it being rushed. Like, it was rushed, but they had to cut they knew which corners to cut. If they had to cut something, they knew what to cut. But yeah, the game did feel rushed, and I think a lot of the problem with that is, for one, it was, this is a much larger game than any game that's come before. They absolutely need, in order to make a bigger game, a higher definition game on a mainline console. First time they've done this, by the way. And it was, what was it? Was it Breath of the Wild? That Nintendo was like, ooh boy, okay, so as it turns out, making HD games is heckin' hard. Like, Game Freak is learning that lesson. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't like any of these. I want to go to a tree, though. Tree is this one. Yeah, so it was the kind of thing that, like, it's taking a lot more work than expected from a company that didn't know what to expect. There is also just genuinely a lot more work to be done. And I feel like they could do it. Of course they could. They know enough of what they're doing. But again, that's where deadlines come in. And Sword and Shield was put out on the same deadline as every other game. Every other Pokemon game. They have a schedule. And, like, the publisher, because it's usually the publisher, didn't adjust a deadline despite giving them more work to do. I want the ham. I'm at 2 HP.
蹴っていいですか？
See, another thing with university prices is
これなら動けます。
who's making the money? Is it the teachers? Probably not.
よし、動いたわ。
The one making the money is probably the higher ups, because it's always the higher ups, because trickle down economics does not work. Where am I going? Do I have a thing? I gotta get to a rock. Oh, rock right there. Cool. Where do I turn it in? Skybaker.
行くのでいい。
You're not Skybaker. Me,
と
sure.
てもすごいです。血がたぎってるです。
Man, I already got all these. So it's probably the highest up. Chairman, shareholders, if it's public. Like whoever's highest up.
こんにちは。ハロー。
And then it always comes down to, for them, it's, well, what can we do to make more money? It's a business. We're not in it to teach, we're in it to make money.
攻めに出ます。サイコロ、いいもの
We're
蹴
in
り
it
ま
for
す
me
ね。
to make money.
何よりです。
So what can we do to raise prices? And take advantage of the fact that, in previous generations, college was pretty much required. And the economy was much better off, so people had money. And because people had money, they were more than willing to put it towards things like getting a college education.
行きましょう。
It's not just college, it's like the economy as a whole is the higher ups all realized like, oh man, we can charge more and more for this.
失礼する
And we can pay people less and less.
危ない危ない。避けられるかしら。
Right up until we hit the breaking point where we physically can't make money anymore. And that was the same thing. College was expected because everybody went to college. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't want to fight. I gotta get to the innkeeper. Where's the inn? Is that the inn? Or is that the inn? I think that's the inn down here. Ooh, that's mine, though. I don't have enough fame. Let's just go this way. Eh, sure.
ごきげんようです。
Have anything to sell? Probably.
いい調子。
行くのです。おほ
That'll do. The whole teaching industry is borked. Like, don't even get me started on the whole teaching industry.
消してあげる。
落とします。
よくも。痛いのは消し済み。パパパパパ。
蹴っていいですか？
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
I said I'm trying not to get political, and here I am.
バトルを挑みます。攻
殴る
撃。
気ですか？
I think you fighting me with
こん
1 HP
な可愛い
for
レバーを。
game's hanging. There we go. Ooh, do I risk it? Do I risk it for the evade?
ひょい。
被弾しました。
勝てると思ったですか？すごいです。
Look, evading is what I do. It's the best.
ひどいよ。いい調子よ。
If I'm playing Repa, I want to evade things. Even if I won't kill it. I just want to evade everything. Oh man, the tree's way the heck down there. Well, I can get pretty far. I would keep looking down here because this is where I was in the one game. I'm up here, right? Oh, I still need that tree, though. Yeah, I'll stop so I don't have to get on the fight square.
ごきげんよう
Ooh,
で
we
す
got nice stuff. What are you? It's kind of alright. Cards, I'll never use cards. That's not bad. That fairy sounds kind of alright. Sure, why not? Let's have fun. I'm at least glad you guys are here too. Like, yeah, let's go! I think especially after this last year, like, 2020 was a rough year. It was rough on everybody. And I think that just... it rose a lot of tensions. Can I keep going? I don't think I can. Yeah, sure, why
ご
not?
きげんようです
Meh. I mean, I do like these because I'll probably die. I could sell one or two of these. I'll keep them both. Just in case, you know.
いいですね
I actually feel like the tension that was 2020 is probably at least in part of what led me to my tipping point right around New Year's. Because just thinking back on it, like, I was absolutely higher and higher and higher tension as the year went on. Oh, with the election and everything going on too, like, whew. It's just like everything that could be stressful all happened in 1 year. And like, I was getting angry. I was getting unpleasant to like be around. I was just so angry all the time.
これなんですか
Okay, now I have to turn this
気
in
になるです
at the innkeeper, which is way up there. Oh yeah, double battle.
気を見せましたね
Plus 2 defense, may not use evade. I'm at full HP.
ほらです好きだらけです
Yeah, and like not just the arguing, like I was getting so angry. Like just walking around, looking at people while I'm walking around.
眠くは
Because
あ
of
り
course
ま
I
せん
work
か
in the service industry. So I can't just go like, oh well, I'll just stay home always.
それバッチリ
Yeah, like, I actively did my best to stay away from everything. Like, I couldn't take it. I absolutely couldn't take it.
オーケーです
If people started talking too much politics, I would have to, like, tune out, go do something else. I needed something enjoyable.
はいなのです
Yeah, I gotta go with that one.
こんな可愛いレパが襲いかかると感動しましたないです
こうかしら素敵全部消し済み
Oh, Joe, the problem with, trap and being called transphobe, the problem with that is that trap is inherently a negative word. Yeah, like, it's a trap. Like, the implication is that they are trying to trick you.
戦闘開始します
When, especially in relation to what's going on in the real world, as far as that goes, oftentimes these are people who are...
よしよし
some people are transgender, some people are cross-dressers. But especially for transgender people, these are people who are trying to present themselves as a different gender. They want to. They want to be that other gender. That's how they want to be interpreted. And so when people see that and go, okay, yes, but you're not, and that makes you a trap because you have trapped me into thinking that. It's just a lot of negative connotations all the way around.
投げるです
Like, I kind of understand that there's no inherent negative intention. Like, I know what the character type is, and I know how that works. And there's no inherent negative intention. I get that. But that's kind of how a lot of this stuff works, is we're realizing that even if we didn't mean to hurt someone, even if you don't mean something bad, it can still come across bad. And it's on us to acknowledge when society starts saying that, like, okay, actually this is... Like, actually this is trying to make it... Well, it's not just one person, it's kind of the connotations of the word.
結構いいですか
I feel like if there were a different word for it, it would probably go a little better. Or maybe treated it a little more respectfully. But the problem is, it's oftentimes not treated respectfully.
撃ちます
And a lot of this is us having to realize and be the bigger
当
person
たりなどしません
and understand that when society starts telling us that this thing actually hurts people. I mean, maybe emotionally, but like this thing hurts people. We have to look at ourselves and say, is it more important that I find this joke funny or that I stop hurting people?
投げるです
I mean, I don't really want to. I need a job. Well, that means I do want to stop at home. Yeah, so let me stop at home and get a job. I haven't been with you yet. Femboy has been used lately. Femboy is a pretty good one. I don't know of a lot of the connotations around some things, but like, I don't know. I don't think that one is received negatively. Yeah, people don't realize something is problematic until they're told that it is. The problem is that they're told that it is, and they don't believe them. Like, I say a bad joke, someone else says, hey, that's offensive, can you not do that? And then it's never been offensive before. So I then react with like, but it's not a problem. It's never been a problem. So why is it a problem now? I'm just trying to tell a joke and have fun. Like, so I understand where they're coming from with that, but like, you have to be the bigger person, and when someone says, hey, that is offensive, please stop, you have to go, okay, I'll stop, because it's more important that I don't offend someone and genuinely hurt them than it is that I make a dumb joke. And a lot of it's growing and realizing that. Like, I'm not the person I was years ago. I know especially when I was notably younger, I've made more than a few tasteless jokes of my own. I understand that. Yeah, sure. I'll take two. I'm going to the same place twice. Like, I understand that I understand that happened, I understand that I have. But what's important is that I understand that it was tasteless or offensive. And that I've stopped that. I've stopped that because I understand that it is not acceptable.
この状況助かりました。カードで動かします。手がないもので。こんにちは。
See, here's another one. Here's another thing. And this is kind of a reason to, especially when you look back at a more distant past, not to hold things against. I don't want to land on that. I don't want to miss my... I just want to go there! Okay, I'm gonna have to risk a warp pad. Of course! Where else could I have gone? But right there. Yeah, raises another question, is it really problematic, or is it just somebody trying to raise a fuss? That's when you have to listen to society as a whole. You have to remove, you have to remove yourself from your bubble. Because the small bubble that you're in, the people that you've been speaking to, are probably going to agree with whatever it is that you agree with. And that's not going to help. You have to listen to what society wants as a whole. Because there are people who take things way over the top and react to something that isn't actually a problem. They may even just be white knighting, trying to raise a or trying to claim something as a problem for someone else. Because they view that, well, this other person should be getting upset about this. And, like, that can happen. But that's why you have to listen to what society as a whole says. And hey, this even goes to friggin'... yeah, what Choco Cake's saying. Listen to the people that it bothers. Listen to the people that it bothers. Like, okay, so as far as going back to the whole trap thing, so the concern is that someone would be called transphobic for using the word trap. Transphobic, that involves trans people. What do trans people think about the word trap? If most trans people are going like, no, the word trap is kind of bad, then like, we should probably stop. Solaris Fox, I don't know what issue you're going through, but it sounds like you have some problems. And turning somebody down for a date is not a problem.
この状況カードで動かします蹴りますね戦闘開始します僕の手です攻撃まずいですすみませんスターを入手しま
Now, how you handle that is a different issue. How and why you turn them down is a different issue. But like, look, you don't want to date somebody, you don't date somebody. But admittedly, in my experience, when someone says something in broad strokes like that, there's usually something else going on. Okay, we're going down a road that we should probably step away from. This whole conversation. I mean, I like ranting and raving as much as everybody else, but I think the last thing that we want right here in this stream is getting too political and actually getting to the point where we're like debating and arguing with each other. So let's step away. Let's step away. Let's just... Because I've said before, it's hard to pull me away from this kind of thing, because I genuinely do have pretty strong opinions about a lot of this stuff. And I try not to bring that up. I try not to go on with that. Because, like, y'all are watching my videos and my streams and everything. Y'all are doing that because you want to have a good time. You want to relax. You're not here for a political debate. You're not here to argue about everything. And there is a place for that. There is a place for political debate. There is a place for that. And it is important to do as much. Where am I turning this in? Anywhere? Oh, I'm turning... There it is. Sure, why not?
Why?
Yeah, reminder, as I was saying, before I got sidetracked there, there is a place for this, and it is important to have this discussion, because we all absolutely have to have our horizons broadened. We cannot stay and say, well, I don't understand this, therefore it's wrong. I don't agree with this, therefore it's wrong. We need to talk to each other and figure out how we can move forward together, how we can help each other. That's what we're here for, to help each other. That is important. That is unbelievably important. But I also understand that having those kind of conversations and dealing with those kind of topics is very stressful. It's very stressful and very draining. And 2020 was pretty much dealing with that kind of thing all year. And that's at least part of what drained me so hard by the end of the year. So what's also necessary is taking a break. Letting yourself rest, letting yourself revitalize, getting your head on straight, improving your own mood. Self-care is important. And then you can go back in and you can approach the hard stuff and the painful stuff once you're prepared to do so. Go to the mountain again. Favorite Pokemon? Miss Mages. Done. That's it. Give me the Tiny Witch Ghost. You cannot get better than a Tiny Witch Ghost. How was my week? I spent my week hacking games. And I think it's time I stop and do something productive with my time. It was an alright week, actually. Really. I feel like I did nothing all week, though. So I think it's around about time that I get back to work and actually get something done. No, I don't want to fight you, but I don't know where I'm going. I have no... No, I do have. I need to get to the mountain range. So we have to go this way. And now that I have that, where do I turn it in? Skybaker? Where's Sky? Over there. Let's do the move. What do you got? I'll pass for now. Did you just blow me up for not buying anything? What the heck? D&D. Okay, D&D. So I'm currently in the middle of a 5th edition game. I have in the past played 4th edition and 3.5. I played a bunch of 3.5 back in college. I think it's right around the time 4th edition came out too, so we played like a bunch of 3.5, and then we went like, alright, let's try 4th edition. We had an alright time with 4th edition. I don't think we got in many games though before our group kinda... Where am I going? I'm going there. I don't want to fight a boss.
怖い
I have 1
HP.
HP.
楽しいですか？
Why did I go this way? Why did I not heal? I have cookies. I mean, I still would have died, so maybe it's best that I didn't.
サイコロ蹴りますね。こんにちは。
There were some things that I enjoyed more about 4th edition than 5th edition, but it's personal preference for sure. I think 5th edition was made to be a little more freeform and let you be more creative in combat and such. Than in 4th edition, where 4th edition was more inclined to giving you like a set number of things that like this is what you can do in combat. And
レパまだまだまだまだ頑張るです
I think I prefer that because I'm not very creative. Give me a list of what I could do and let me choose between them.
学べるです 行くのです
I also have no idea how spellcasting
蹴っていいですか？
I've read a bit of spellcast, or I know how spellcasting works in 5th edition, but I do not remember how spellcasting worked in 4.
いいね。こっちでいいかしら。
Okay, I have to go home. Because I need a job.
やるですね仕事切ってるです
There's one that's close by. You're close by. Yeah, admittedly, I like how 5th edition handles cover. There's a lot I don't remember about 4th edition. It was a long time ago.
眠くはありませんか？
試してみようかしら。こんにちは。ハロー。パパパパパパパパパ。
さあ、これでしばらくは行動可能です。
See, I'm way too straightforward when I play. I could not play a charisma-based character that, like, talks my way out of problems. Or comes up with those real creative solutions to things. Like, I'm way too straightforward. Give me the murder. See, I don't want to go murder hobo, though. Like, I want a story. I want to be there for a reason.
蹴っていいですか？
But I'm not very good at thinking.
いただくわ。してやられた。
Yeah, 17 was, 17 was that beast one, wasn't it? Yeah, wily beast and weakest creature. I don't remember hearing a lot about... There's something about the couple most recent Touhou games that just feels like they've been...
元気に
They just came and went. Maybe we're just lacking memes. That's probably the problem.
行くのです見てくださいこんなの出ました
I have seen a lot of people excited about the new cat girl in the Toho game.
この花は
消してあげる。
Like, I'm sure I've seen a playthrough of that game. I don't know why it always feels... I don't know why it just felt like it came and went.
すみません。機能を開発しました。
I'll be sure to look it over again, though.
どんどん集めましょう。
Okay, where am I turning you in? Way over there, got it.
どんなゲロです。 ここのです。いいもの拾い
Stop on the start.
ましたです。
Did we get any in-between games after Toho 17? Like a new fighting game or something?
サイコロ蹴りますね。こんにちは。
Maybe that's some of it.
私はあなたを倒さなければならない。今の攻撃強いですね。
Because I feel like the in-between games always did a good job of like taking some of the characters that were introduced in the most recent game and fleshing them out a little bit more, doing more with them. Instead of just like they were introduced, they had their fight, and now they're gone.
まずいですね。何？
I'm gonna have to look into 17.5 and see what the heck is going on with that. Yep, move one spot. See, like, I never played any of the fighting games because they're just... I'm not a fighting game fan. But I really appreciated, like, the characters and the animations and the dialogue. A darker plotline? I don't know. Like, I guess it depends how he handles it. Because, like, I've seen... I think it's a combination twofold of, like, one, having all these, like, cute little anime girls, and then you do, like, real heckin' dark stuff with them. That juxtaposition is uncomfortable. And it almost feels a little, like, depending on how you go with it, it almost feels a little fetishistic. Like, just doesn't feel good. And then on the other hand, like, you're playing a Toho game. You're mostly playing it for memes and
泣きます
Marissa swearing at people and stealing things. And if you don't get that kind of lighthearted goofing around, then, like, that's kind of what makes it a Toho game. And if you're gonna take that away, or even if you leave that in, but then still try to make it dark, then it just feels out of place. It depends what you do, though. Because you can, like, touch on darker subjects. And it not be that bad. But I've also seen, like... I've seen, I've seen some, like, fan-made... I've seen some fan-made Toho things that kind of go... We're gonna be super dark and edgy, yeah! And it's, like, cringy bad. And, like, there's no way Zune would go that far with it. I don't think Zune is the kind of person to go that far with it. Zune's mostly in it for music and memes. Which I can appreciate. Both. Good things. Anyway, it is 12:30. I think I should go to sleep rather than go into another... rather than dive into another game and be up until 1:30. So, thank you all for hanging out. Oh wait, no. I gotta back out here. Because we gotta go shopping. Gotta end every OJ stream with some shopping. Would it be okay if I linked it? I don't think YouTube allows links. I mean, if you can try, but I don't think YouTube allows links.
これなんですかレパからの贈り物ですよ。これなんですか大事にしてレパからの贈り物ですよ。これなんですか大事にしてください。気になるです。こんなの出ました。
Okay, that's that. What else we got? We got oranges. I can never remember which one I usually like going with. I think I usually end up going with the grab bag. Because I see like, home marker, hair, dice. Home marker 5, dice 10. But then I think like, well, what is it that I do want? Open one of these up. Man, I got like no oranges, man. Okay, so we did that. Arcade. I got 15 coins, let's play some arcade. Can I, like, sell all these fireworks and crap? Hey! I got the bat. there please a way to sell these? If I get like 1 coin for each one, I would be happy. Mostly, like, I'm never gonna use them, so I just want to get rid of them. Okay, we got more something.
何ですか？レバ気になるです。
And now we are truly out of everything. Okay, so sorry that the chat got a little heavy there for a little while. I'll have to make a point of doing a better job of avoiding that in the future. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out. I think this was an alright test of the YouTubes. We'll see how like VODs and everything go from there. How different things work. But I think this went alright. But anyway, good night everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Been fun. Had a good time. Join me again on Sunday for the UTG stream. I'll probably go back to Twitch for UTG stream. Give it a little bit to see how this worked out. So, anyway. Good night, everybody.